Hey guys, how's it going? This is Adam from InGaming Color, and today I'm going to do recent video game pickups, episode number 2. And, I didn't expect the first episode to get as well received as it was, so I thank you guys very much for that. Obviously, it doesn't have like 1,000 views or anything like that, but for me and Andrew, us at InGaming Color, anything over 20, 30 views, that means that we're doing our job, because we only got a certain amount of subscribers, so we appreciate all the views, we appreciate the recent subscribers, and we appreciate everyone who's commented and shared our videos. We thank you for all that. So I'm going to start this video off with a little brief explanation of what I did this weekend and where I went to, so you guys can kind of get a feel for what I was doing or whatever and how I ended up coming across these games. So yesterday I was pretty bored for a little bit, and I just kind of decided to, drive out of town for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and hit up this small town that's right by us that has like 1 or 2 thrift shops, and or pawn shops, I guess you could call them. And the thing is there's never really anything there. I mean, maybe a couple like NES games, like Yoshi, or your regular Super Mario Brothers or whatever. Maybe like a Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt, or I think I've seen Terminator for the Sega. Just some stuff like that. Just loose cartridge games and stuff. But I actually got pretty lucky with what I found. But to start it all off, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you guys a game that I got for the Game Boy Advance to put towards my collection. I think I really want to go for a complete collection because I'm a big fan of the Game Boy Advance. I had a lot of the games when I was a kid, but going from thrift shop to thrift shop and finding out that there really aren't too many Game Boy Advance games laying around anymore, I went on eBay and I figured that I would bid on a 20 Game Boy Advance lot. All of them are complete in box, and it has like Fire Emblem, the Sacred Stones, the first Fire Emblem that was ported to the US. Let's see, it had, Golden Sun, just a bunch of great games like that. And if I do end up getting that, and if I do end up winning the bid, you guys can watch out for an unboxing, because I'll definitely do an unboxing for you guys. I think that'll be a fun video. But anyways, without further ado, this is the first game that I got. I paid $1 for it, and the game's called Robots, made by Sierra. It's for the Game Boy Advance. It is kind of a kiddie game, but the thing is that, they had like 2 or 3 Game Boy Advance games there. I really was, struck with the whole thought of, hey man, I have nothing to play other than the games that you guys seen on the last video for the Game Boy Advance, and I really need another one. So I figured I'd get it. I paid $1. I looked it up. It's worth about $4, so it's not anything rare, but still, I mean, it's a decent little find, I guess. Sierra's always been one of the better developers for games that I've played that I like anyway. So the second game that I ended up getting was for the PS Vita, believe it or not, and it actually came with this case. So I didn't get it at GameStop, but it came with the GameStop pre-owned case. And the PS Vita game that I got was Sonic All-Stars Racing. And the thing is that I had this game before. Like, I had this game in the past. I bought it brand new, and I paid $40 for it. It was an alright game. But the thing is I'm a big fan of Mario Kart, so I found myself comparing it to Mario Kart. But I didn't pay too much for this game, so I figured, this game's gotta still be worth something for trade-in, and it was perfect because it came with the GameStop case, and the cartridge was in pretty good condition and everything. And I was pretty excited to see that, so I ended up nabbing this. It goes for about $15, just the cart. I paid a little bit for it, and I figured that I'd make maybe $10 to $12 on it. I'll use it to put towards Until Dawn or Battlefront or something like that. So that was the second game. Alright, now we're going to start to get into the interesting titles that I found that I was actually pretty surprised that I got. So the first one that I'm going to show you guys it's just the cart. It's the cart only. But I paid $2 for this game. And that is Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story for the DS. Now, I paid $2 for this game, and I looked it up, and it's worth about maybe $10. I think a complete copy goes for about $15. But I don't care, because I could care less what this is worth, because this is a game that I've wanted to play for a long time. I'm a big fan of the Mario and Luigi series. I just played Dream Team, and I liked it, but it's not as good as Superstar Saga, so Superstar Saga is, in my opinion, that's the one to beat. So I've heard a lot of good things about Bowser's Inside Story. I wish I could have got it with the case and the manual and everything, but hey, I mean, for a couple bucks, I'll take it any day of the week. So there's another one to add to my DS collection, Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. One more Nintendo DS game that I got here. This game is, I paid $2 for this one as well, and this is Golden Sun Dark Dawn. Now, I'm a big RPG fan, as you guys know, if you guys have seen like my top 10 PS Vita or top 15 3DS games and stuff. And I was a huge fan of Golden Sun on the Game Boy Advance. Now, the problem is that the second one was alright, the first one was magnificent, loved it. And I heard this one was just awful. But, you know, for a couple bucks, this game is still going for about, you know, $7 to $10 with the cartridge, and I think it really doesn't matter because I think it's still going for around the same complete. But you know, I figured I was probably going to get this anyways, whether it be from a game store or whether I had to trade for it. So if I could get it for $5 less, might as well. I'm going to definitely try this out. I'll probably play this before Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story and see if it's any good. If you guys have any comments about any of the games that I have so far that I've gotten, just definitely drop one down below and let me know what you think. I know a lot of people hate on this game, so if you guys hate on this game down in the comments section, let me know. Let me know why it's not good, because so far, everyone I've asked, and I've asked them if it was good or not, they'll tell me, they'll be like, "No, man, that game's garbage," and then I'll ask them why, and they'll just be like, "It's just not as good as the first one." But I mean, if you compare it to the first two, it's always going to lose, because the first game was amazing. If you compare it to, like, if you just grade it by itself, you know, I'm just guessing here because I obviously haven't played it yet, but I would assume it would be a fairly decent game, you know? I mean, people's expectations are just through the roof on some games, and that bugs me a little bit. This is another game I picked up. This one is actually for the Nintendo Wii. Now, I don't have a Wii. I actually have a Wii U, but you can play Wii games on there, and I have the nunchuck and the Wii remote and everything. So I've been looking for Wii games because I only got two right now. I think I got Punch-Out, and then the other one I got is Pandora's Tower, and I got that on the Virtual Console. And just to let you guys know, this is a little off topic, but Pandora's Tower is one of the best games that I've played. It came out on Virtual on the Wii U eShop last week. Definitely pick that up if you guys are looking for a great game for the Wii or for the Wii U. It's a great game. You guys definitely should try that out because it's one of the better games I've ever played. It's not up here where I'd put Xenoblade, but I'd put it right below it. Right below it. I'd say it's about even with The Last Story. Well, that's a tough one, actually, now that I think about it. The Last Story was a really good game. Anyways, the game that I got, I paid $3 for this game, but it was complete, and the disc is in really good condition. It comes with a manual and everything, and that is Mario and Sonic Olympic Winter Games. I think it's 2010 Vancouver. This is just like a game for me and my buddies to play, just like a party game and stuff. I don't really have too much of the party games for the Wii U because I heard Mario Party was just garbage, like the new one from Andrew was telling me that he wasn't as good as he thought it would be. But I figured some of the games here, like you can play hockey and looks like a bobsledding game and a skiing game and stuff. I don't know if they do snowboarding. I guess you can do skating and stuff like that. And it looked kind of cool. But I mean, for $3, this game's going for complete. Like, as is, I could sell this on eBay for about $10 to $15 right now. So, I mean, I paid $3, and even if I don't like it, I could get rid of it for $7 and still make my money back at least. So, that's the thing you always got to keep in mind when you're buying games. If you can make money, it's never a losing situation. Or, as a matter of fact, I've known a lot of people that that's what they do. Like, they don't have a job. Like, I actually got a couple buddies that they just go picking. You know, they go around to different places, they buy stuff, and they make $5, $10, $15. But, I mean, if you sell a bunch of items and your name gets out there, you constantly get people coming to you and selling stuff. Hey, man, take 100 of these games for, you know, $80, you know, and you can flip them and make, I don't know, quadruple your money. So, I mean, it's just stuff like that. You always got to keep in mind that if you're going to game hunt, and if you're going to do it the right way to where if you're not rich, like most people in this world, and you want to do it the right way to where you don't have to spend $100 every time you go out, you're going to have to buy games that you don't necessarily like, but you'll buy them just because you can make a couple bucks on them. and or add to your collection. And this is one of those that I thought was that looked fairly fun, and I can definitely add it to my collection to maybe use it as a filler title for my Wii U, or I mean my Wii titles, since I don't have too many. So that's going back on the shelf, guys. Alright, now this is the last one. I'm going to explain a little bit about this last title. It's a pretty big 3DS game. It's really popular. You guys are going to probably be like, you don't already have that game? Everyone already has it. But what happened was, I was in a store in this town that I was talking to you guys about, and a kid came in, and he had it's still sealed, brand new. He had it, and he brought it in and asked how much he could get for it, and the guy told him, oh, we only give like about $5 to $7 for that. And he's like, really? This is brand new. I don't have a 3DS, and I got this for my birthday, and I lost the receipt, and the store won't take it back. And, you know, luckily I asked the guy that owned the store if I could, you know, talk to the kid and see if I could work something out with him. So what happened was I ended up giving him, I think it was $12 and an extra copy for a PS Vita game that I had brought in to see if I could trade towards anything. And the extra copy of that was Soul Sacrifice, because I have 2 games. I have one that's just the cartridge, and then I have one that's complete, and I was trying to get rid of just the cartridge. But, so the kid had a PS Vita, luckily, and he gave me this. He gave me this game, brand new, sealed, never opened, for $12 and cartridge, the Soul Sacrifice. And I think if you add that all up, I still made out by about 20, maybe $20. And that game is Pokemon Omega Ruby, sealed. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, it's still sealed. You should be able to see that right there. But yeah, I mean, I was shocked. I had been meaning to pick this game up. The only because I got Pokemon X, and you guys are probably going to hate on me for this, but I wasn't a fan. You guys got to keep in mind that when I was growing up, the top-down Pokemon games were my style. That's what I was used to. Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Yellow. Those are like my 3 favorite Pokemon games. And then right after that would be Pokemon Ruby and Pokemon Sapphire for the Advance. Now the thing is, though, is that I'd never completely played those games because this was just right when I was kind of getting done with the Game Boy Advance, and I just kind of, you know, maybe would keep it to play Tony Hawk Pro Skater, and that was about it. So when I got my 3DS in February, I decided to get Pokemon X. That was one of the first games I got, and it was alright, but about 5-6 hours into it, it just got to the point where I just didn't really like it. I appreciated the fact that there's a ton of Pokemon in there, but I wasn't familiar with the franchise anymore to really kind of know what was going on. I didn't know any of the Pokemon and stuff. I do agree with Andrew, though. If you watch his top 10 DS games, he does say that Pokemon Platinum is one of the best games in the series. I agree with that. I have played that game, and that is a tremendous game, and I love all the Pokemon from that generation. But I'm definitely super excited to play Pokemon Omega Ruby. I'm thought about trading this in, but you have to open it up to do that, and once you open it up, you're not going to get the money, you know, the full price for it anywhere else or whatever anyways. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this game because, in my opinion, it's definitely worth trying out, and I already know from the demo that I played on the eShop when I was trying to decide whether I wanted Omega Ruby or Pokemon X or Y, I guess. But I was trying to decide, and I had played the demo for Omega Ruby, but I was like, nah, you know, I'm gonna get Pokemon X. That way, I'll do it in order. I'll go with X, and then I'll go with Omega Ruby, even though it's a remake, but it came out afterwards. But now that I look back on it, Pokemon Omega Ruby, it's more colorful. It looks like it'd be more enjoyable, and I loved the Pokemon from this generation as well. So not to hate on Pokemon X, I haven't completed it, so I don't know how amazing it can be, but Pokemon Omega Ruby I think is going to be a lot better. Guys, that was my recent video game pickups. That's episode number 2. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy these videos, definitely like it, subscribe, share our videos, follow us on Twitter at InGamingColor. I'm at InGamingAdam. Andrew's at InGamingAndrew. We're on Twitter a lot. Advertising and stuff like that, trying to get our name out there. So definitely thumbs this video up. We appreciate it. We appreciate the views. Drop a comment in the comment section down below if you want to see more of these videos. If you have any pointers or if you have any material that you would like us to do or any suggestions, definitely let us know. We appreciate everything that you guys have done for us. Thank you very much.